Welcome, Yankees Nation. This is Ken, and you are here with the ugly truth. Today is going to be our Game 1 play-by-play of the Angels versus our New York Yankees in the Bronx. Looks like the weather in the Bronx is overcast, but it is going to be a good night to play a baseball game. We're going to be facing off against the Angels, who are currently on a 3-game losing streak. And hopefully with our three-game losing streak, we will be able to turn it all around and bring our frown from upside down. I want to extend my appreciation for everyone joining the stream. News for Yankee fans. Giancarlo Stanton is in our lineup tonight and will be making his 2025 season debut. So we are back at home. We're bringing a monster of a hitter in. During his spring training or his rehab starts, he was hitting very well. He has been hitting off of a tree jack machine for a while, and he has been progressing. Seen him doing some running out there, and he seemed better than he has in years. Hopefully, we're bringing back the Giancarlo Stanton that we all know and love, and hopefully great things happen. I know that Stanton tends to put fear in opponent pitching and managers, so we shall see what his effect is on the Angels. If you don't recall, hey Dev, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. If you don't recall the 3-game set that we had in Los Angeles against the Angels, they tended to walk or intentionally walk or unintentionally walk Judge. Well, with our lineup being longer and with Big G behind him, I don't think that they're going to be able to walk, and Judge is actually going to see pitches this outing. Judge had a horrible series in Boston, earning himself a hat trick in 3 straight games, 9 strikeouts, and I think that Judge is going to turn that around. What we need to see is solid outing from our pitchers. This is a 4-game set, so I believe that we are capable of taking 3, if not all 4. During this particular trip, we will not see Yankee killer Yusei Kikuchi on the bump for the Angels, and we're going to see the truckload starting with Clark Schmidt tonight. Clark Schmidt has done very well against teams that are light hitting, and tends to get strikeouts and gets length in the rotation. I think that tonight the Angels are a light hitting team, and he can repeat that performance. The expectations on Stanton are going to be very high tonight, as are on Judge. But like I said, these are 2 quality players and are certainly capable of bringing the house down. Stanton had a lot of reps down in Somerset, and between that and the traject machine. When he was with the Patriots, he drove in 4 runs, was 4 for 7. So I think that he's ready. Obviously, the Yankees feel that he's ready because they are bringing him to the house that Ruth built. Well, it's the house that Steinbrenner built, since the house that Ruth built no longer exists. Interesting. They've got the live machine out there, and the live camera out there, and they are showing Giancarlo Stanton taking wind sprints. We are taking a commercial break, and we will be heading Good evening, Nancy. Welcome to the stream. We will be hitting into the first pitches of the game. For those of you joining, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are currently at 123 subscribers, too short of our goal of 120, our milestone going to one goal of 125. So anything that you can do to help this stream and the analytics play out for a wider audience would be most appreciated. Programming notes after the game. If you tune into NY Yankee Mania with Joe, he will have the post-game review of tonight's, and then within 30 to 45 minutes on Late Night Live with Jason Custodio, you will have a different type of post-game that includes the player interviews from the heroes and goats of today's game. You may see something from Aaron Boone himself. He has some great statistical features, and it should be a good thing. And plus, I like the trivia that he does. So, hence, I recommend tuning into that. And tomorrow morning on NY Yankees Mania with Joe, their coffee, bagels and pancakes show will be coming on at 9:30 vice the 8:30 that normally is. And we will have a special guest. Clint Hurdle will be on to do an interview with Joe and Jason from 161 River Ave. So I recommend tuning in. It is going to be a good show, and Clint is currently an active hitting coach, former major leaguer, former major league manager. So it should be a great interview. Put your heads together and get some questions together, and there's a possibility that your question may be asked to Clint Hurdle. So, like I said, recommend everybody hopping onto that stream and hold on to your socks because it should be a good one. We're just a couple of minutes before game time. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. Appreciate you hopping in. You too, FJ. Thank you for taking time out of your busy Monday evening to spend here on the stream with our play-by-play. And right now we see the New York Yankees taking the field. The lineup for the Los Angeles Angels is going to be Zach Neto, Noel Chanel, Mike Trout is back off the IL. Taylor Ward will be there, Jorge Soler, Logan O'Hoppe, Joe Adell, Luis Rengifo, and Christian Moore. That is the lineup. Jose Soriano will be on the bump. Today, Clark Schmidt is going to be on the bump for us. He is 3-3 on the season. Opponents are hitting .221 on him, below league average, and his ERA is at 3.60. So, key things to watch out for Clark is how he is utilizing his fastball, his two-seamer, and his four-seamer. He was very effective in his last outing when using him. He has to keep the breaking stuff, the knuckle curve, and his sweeper down and away. If he does that, it's going to be a great night for the Yankees. They're going over the defensive alignment for the Yankees, and we already know what it is. So there is no need to go over it. The only areas of concern for me is that we have Ben Rice in the lineup, vice Paul Goldschmidt. And I would have liked to have seen Jason Dominguez in there, vice Cody Bellinger. Trent Grisham, excuse me. The mouth fart. Bill Miller, tonight's home plate umpire, is in his 29th season. He is the crew chief, and he is actually a pitcher-friendly umpire. So that'll be something to see. And Neto is in the box. Schmidt sets, and the first pitch is a fastball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Neto is hitting 276 on the season, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs, and an 807 OPS. So the kid can hit. And the next pitch is swung on and hit right up the middle. It's going to get through, and Grisham is going to shoot it back into the infield. Neto leads the game off with a hit. Not exactly the start that we were looking for. However, it is nothing that is not recoverable from. The next batter is Nolan Samuel. He's hitting 282 on the season, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a 771 OPS. And Schmidt attempts a pickoff at first. Neto is back in head first. And Schmidt winds it up, and it is swung on and missed for strike one. Nice fastball. Fouled it through this power zone, and Chanel was behind it. And Schmidt sets. The next pitch is up, and it is fouled off. The count is now 0-2. Looks like Austin Wells took a diggy in the head off that foul ball. Seems like Wells is okay. Chanel is coming up to and it would help if I add myself to the stage. Sorry for that hiccup with the internet. Kicked me out of there. So Chanel ended up swinging and missing strike three. Mike Trout came up and sent a single right up the gut. And the Angels have one out with runners at first and second. And the first pitch to Taylor Ward is a ball, a little bit outside. Count is 1-0. And Schmidt is going to step off the rubber. Schmidt comes with the pitch, and it is just off the plate. Count is now 2-0. It is time for Clark to settle down and keep it on the mound. And the next pitch is a sweeper that catches the outside corner. Count is 2-1. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the first. There are two runners on, first and second, with one out, and the count is 3-1 on Ward. Schmidt looks like he is having a little bit of problem locating his off-speed stuff. A lot of it is off the plate. Spit sets, and he brings the next pitch, and it is called strike two. Count is now 3-2. Smith's got his happy face on. He sets and he brings the pitch, and it is popped up on the right side of the infield. It looks like Ben Rice is going to secure the ball to record the second out of the inning. Runners will stay at first and second with two down. And Jorge Soler is coming up. He's hitting .211 with 8 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a .646 OPS. And Clark sets and he fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Nice little sweeper, nasty thing at the bottom of the plate. And that's where Clark needs to be if he's going to have a measure of success today. And the runner at second takes off and is going to steal third base while Clark Schmidt is holding on to the ball. Chisholm did not cover, and so now we have two outs with runners at first and third. And the next pitch is off the plate. It evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch is in there. It is swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star alarm is going off. Clark sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that painted the outside corner. So there were no runs, 2 hits, and there are 2 runners left on base. And the Yankees are coming up to bat. We will see Trent Grisham. The thing that concerned me in the Boston series was a lack of awareness on the field, and it seems like it's bled over into this series. I'm hoping we have Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, John Carlos Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, Volpe, uh, Jose Soriano is coming up. He's on the bump. Opponents are hitting 269 against him. He has a 4-5 record and a 3.68 ERA. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, thanks for hopping in the stream. Grisham is in the box. And the first pitch is in there for called strike one. Count is 0-1. Grisham is hitting 244 on the season, 13 home runs, 28 RBIs, and an 815 OPS. The next pitch is down low. I think it was a ball, but the umpire called it strike two. The count is 0-2. Grisham is taking time out of the box to get his mind right. And Soriano sets. He brings the pitch, and it is hit foul. And the next pitch is up, and it is bounced to the first baseman, who will take it. Shonwell steps on the bag and records the first out of the game for the Yankees. Ben Rice is up to bat. And the first pitch is low and inside for ball one. Rice is hitting 227 on the season, 12 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a 771 OPS. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Call ball two. Count is now 2-0. Soriano leads the major leagues in ground ball out, so he's trying to get the ball down. And the next pitch is foul tipped for strike one. The count is now 2-1. Soriano sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is hit sharply down the first base line, but it is foul. Count is evened at 2-2. And to memorialize our good friend from NY Yankees Mania, he would say 2-2, and how do you do? And the next pitch is way off the plate, brings our count to 3-2. And the pitch is a line drive hit to center field. Ben Rice has the first hit of the Yankees today. Nice single up the center. And we have everyone all rise. The judges in the chambers. Judge is hitting 378 on the season, 26 home runs, 60 RBIs, and a 1228 OPS. Soriano sets, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve in there for call, strike one. And Soriano sets. The next pitch is a sinker that is in there for call, strike two. Count is now 0-2 for the captain. And Soriano fires a slider off the plate. Count is now 1-2. Soriano gives the pitch, and it is lined sharply into left field. So the captain crushed the ball. So now the Yankees have back-to-back singles on Soriano. We have runners at first and second with one out. And we have Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. And the first pitch to Bellinger is called strike one. Nice fastball in the outside corner. Bellinger's hitting .252 on the season with 9 home runs, 36 RBIs, and a .762 OPS. And the next pitch is fouled off to the left side. Going to make the stands. Count is 0-2 on Belly. We have Big G on deck. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. The runners take their lead, and Soriano comes with the pitch. It is weakly tapped to the second baseman, who is going to flip to first to get the hustling Bellinger, but the runners are going to advance to second and third with 2 outs. And Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, is making his first plate appearance of the 2025 season. Stanton has missed 70 games this season. And the first pitch is swung on and hit sharply to the third baseman, who fires across the diamond to get Stanton for the final out. He hit the ball hard, but Rengifo fielded it cleanly. We have Ohapi, Adele, and Rengifo coming up to bat in the top of 2. A little bit anticlimactic, but long and short, Big G is back on the books, and hopefully we'll see some good things happen tonight. I will be back in a second. I'm going to grab a drink out of my fridge. And we have retrieved our Coke Zero for our refreshment. Ohapi is up in the bat, And the first pitch is a sinker inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. Schmidt sets and he brings the pitch, and it is a broken bat loop to first. Schmidt picks it up and flips it to Rice to record the first out of the inning. That is one down. Clark Schmidt is 18 pitches deep into this game. And we have Joe Adell coming up. He is hitting .227 with 13 home runs, 34 RBIs, and a .763 OPS. Hey, James, how you doing? And the pitch from Adell is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Adell steps back into the box. Appreciate you joining the stream, James. And the next pitch is a cutter that just misses the outside corner. Call ball one. Count is evened up at 1-up. And Schmidt sets, and he brings the next pitch, and it is a pop-up. Looks like Judge is closing in on it, and he makes the catch to record the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down. And we have Luis Rengifo coming up. He is hitting .221 on the season, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a .548 OPS. Rengifo was one of the very highly touted tradable candidates at last year's trade deadline, but he suffered a injury to his wrist, and it never happened. Schmidt fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Cutter got in on him a little bit, and the count is 0-1. Schmidt is back on the bump. He's ready to bring it, and the pitch is a nice knuckle curve called strike 2. Count is now 0-2. And in true Yankee fashion, with 2 strikes on a hitter, the Death Star alarm speaker is going off. Schmidt fires a fastball that is just a bit high. Count is now 1-2. Definitely changed the eye levels for Rengifo, and I would not be surprised to see a sweeper or a knuckle curve breaking in low. And the next pitch is a four-seamer that is fouled off, and that is exactly what Schmidt did not need to do. Hey, CT, welcome to the stream. Hey, Daver. And Rengifo takes time out. He steps out of the box, get his mind straight, and get ready for this strikeout that I feel coming in my bones. He's back in. Schmidt sets, and he throws the knuckle curve. This time it is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Schmidt is 26 pitches deep into this game, and we are anticipating a strikeout. And Schmidt sets, and the ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is 3 up, 3 down for the New York Yankees. So Rengifo can go grab some bench and get some splinters in that butt. Most appreciated for that gift because the ball was definitely off the plate. For those of you in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are at 123 subscribers presently, and we are looking to hit that milestone of 125. So anything that you guys can do to help would be most appreciated. For those of you just joining the stream, we are headed to the bottom of the second. The score is donut to donut. Soriano The Angels pitcher will be facing Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells. So, as I always say, let's go Yankees because it's time. We have got a truckload of innings scoring very minimal runs, and it's time to break it out. I would love to see us give the Angels a little bit of an Angels massacre here in the Bronx. And Soriano sets, and the first pitch is down low for ball one. Jazz Chisholm is hitting 212 on the season, 9 RBIs, or 9 home runs, 24 RBIs. And the next pitch is a sinker for ball two. And Soriano sets, and the ball is hit sharply to the right side of the infield, and it is going to make it all the way to the warning track. Jazz is going to walk into second with a leadoff double. So let's go. The exit velo on Jazz's ball was 110.4. He squared that ball up. Anthony Volpe is stepping up to the base. The Angels are challenging that Jazz didn't hit the bag at first. Obviously, from the replay, he certainly did. So the appeal. And the next pitch is inside and high to Volpe for ball one. Yes, I am by myself, CT, for tonight. And the pitch is hit to center field. It is a high fly ball, and Adele makes the catch and shoots it into the infield. Jazz bluffs, but is still at second base with one out. Very non-productive out for Volpe. We have Austin Wells coming up. He is hitting 224 on the season, 11 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a 753 OPS. And these are the things that we cannot keep seeing from the Yankees, is losing opportunities to advance / score runners. And the pitch is a fastball off the plate. Nice 97 mile an hour for 1-0. And the pitch is hit to left field. Ward is back and he is camping under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Another unproductive out, so that is the second out of the inning. And DJ the Machine LeMahieu is coming up to bat. DJ is hitting 263 on the season, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a 717 OPS. Now he steps into the box. And the ball is chopped towards first. Chamanel feels the ball and flips it to Soriano. Actually, he steps on it himself to record the third out of the inning, and a running runner on scoring position did not even advance one base. So three very non-productive outs for the Yankee bottom half of the lineup. As we head to the top of three, Moore, number 9 hitter, Neto, the number 1 hitter, and Samuel, the number 2 hitter, are coming up to bat. Moore is a kid from New York, has made his major league debut, and is looking for his first career hit. CT, I don't even think Joe is in the stream at this point. However, I'm sure that we will see him shortly. Christian Moore, who is coming up to bat, is the 8th overall pick last year, so he has made his accession to the major leagues very quickly. Hey, Real Bill, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. And the first pitch to Moore is just off the plate for ball 1. Growing up, Moore has been a Yankees fan growing up, and his hero was Robinson Cano. And the next pitch is hit. It is a fly ball to left center field, and Trent Grisham is going to make the catch to record the first out of the inning. Apparently, Moore has a lot of family in attendance, 40 to 50 people for tonight's game. Zach Neto, the leadoff hitter, is 1 for 1 on the night with a double in the first inning. And the first pitch to Neto is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Schmidt sets, and the ball is swung on and missed for strike 2. Nice knuckle curve. Looks like Neto is taking time out and stepping out of the box. And Schmidt sets and brings the pitch. It is just off the plate. Brings our count to 1-2. And Smith sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on. It is a pop up to the infield, and it looks like Volpe is going to make the play on the edge of the mound to record the out. That is 2 down for the Angels, with Chanel coming up to bat. And the first pitch into Chanel is down low, knuckle curve, ball 1. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first inning. And Clarkey sets. He brings the pitch, and this time it is hit to shallow center field. Trent Grisham is tracking it, and he is going to make the play easily. So that is 1, 2, 3 in the top of 3. We are heading to the bottom of the third, and we are going to have Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge coming up to bat. Chat is awfully quiet tonight. You guys aren't happy yet. Not a lot of activity. For all of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not, please subscribe and share this channel out with anybody that you may feel would enjoy the content. And as you can tell, we are in a commercial break at this time. And Grishbaum is stepping up to the plate. And the first pitch is inside low for ball 1. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And the pitch is hit way down the third base line into the stands. And the next pitch to Grisham is a nice knuckle curve that catches the outside corner. Count is 1-2. Grisham steps out of the box, gets his mind right, takes a couple of practice swings. And the next pitch is down in the dirt, evens the count up at 2-2. Soriano sets, and the pitch is just inside, brings the count to 3-2. And we have Ben Rice on deck. Next pitch is swung on and missed for the third strike. So Grisham is retired for the second time tonight. Ben Rice is heading to the box. Rice had a single in his first at bat. And the next pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. Count is 1-0 to Rice. Next pitch is fired off the plate for ball two. Count is now 2-0. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the play-by-play. Next pitch is check swing, called strike one. Count is now 2-1. Rice is 1-for-1 on the night with a single in the first inning. And the next pitch is hit down the left field line, and Ward is chasing it, but is going to make the stands. Gee, it only took you 10 seconds to get the word bozo out. Freaking amazing. And Soriano sets and fires, and the pitch is a slider swung on and missed by Rice. That is 2 down in the inning. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Judge is 1-for-1 on the night. He had a single and has raised his average up to 380. Let's see if he can pump it up just a little bit more. Soriano sets. He brings the pitch in. That one is driven deep to center field. And that is on the track, just short. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Didn't have a lift, but he damn sure smacked the hell out of the ball. We have Trout, Ward, and Soler coming up to bat in the top of the 4th. Well, Joe, would you rather have warning track power and a sharp line drive or another strikeout? I'm thinking the more he times stuff up, the better it's going to be. So I'll take the warning track shot. For those of you just hopping into our stream this evening, we are going to the top of 4. The score is 0-0. The Angels have no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the Yankees have no runs on 3 hits, no errors. Well, if you were here in the stream, you would have seen a hit right off the bat. Mike Trout is stepping up to the plate. He is 1-for-1 on the night with a single. And the first pitch from Schmitty is a nice sweeper in there for called strike one. Count is 0-1. Clark sets and he fires, and the pitch is a sweeper just off the plate. Call ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Bring the 4-seamer. And that one is swung on and missed. A 4-seamer. Go figure. So now he needs to change the view for Trout. and give him another four-seamer, this time up and in. And the next pitch is fired, a sweeper off the plate. You cannot keep going sweeper, 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 because this guy is going to punch it to right field. Hey, Jonathan and Jacob, thank you for the joining the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and this time the ball is hit to right field. Judge is coming on, and he is going to make the play. Nice can of corn. I don't know, man. These guys drive me crazy with these replays because they're showing Judge flying out. Show Judge hitting a home run. And the first pitch is a cutter up to Ward out of the strike zone for ball one. Schmidt sets and fires. This time he catches the top of the strike zone with a sweeper. Evens the count up at 1-1. And Schmidt sets and fires and paints a beautiful cutter at the bottom of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2. And Smith sets and fires, and this time it is a knuckle curve off the plate. We are going to even the count up at deuce. And just for you, Joe, 2-2, and how do you do? Schmidt is taking a step off the bat or off the rubber. Now Ward takes a step out of the box. Now he's back in. Now we're playing freaking silly games. And Schmidt fires. This time the ball is fouled sharply down the third base line. Count is going to remain deuce. Spit is 45 pitches deep into the fourth. Pitch count is looking very good. And he sets and fires, and this time the ball is fouled off down the right field line. They're going to make some fan happy with a souvenir. And Smitty steps back on the rubber. Getting a little jiggy. He fires the pitch up in the top of the strike zone, and it is fouled off. 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Count remains deuce. And Schmidt sets, and he fires. And the pitch is hit pop up on the right side. DJ is camping and looking, and he has it for the second out of the inning. Well, Joe, you don't want to support the stream. You don't want to watch your Yankees. Go out there, grab your Mets hat, change your stuff from NY Yankees Mania to NY Mets Mania, and you don't have to watch the Yankees play. Soler is up to bat, and the first pitch that he sees is a high fly ball to left field. Bellinger is moving, and he makes the play for the third out of the night or the inning, and that is 11 down in a row for Clark Schmidt. Game is pacing fairly quickly. We're an hour into the stream and we are headed to the bottom of the fourth. Now is the time for the Yankees to break through. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth, we're going to have Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm coming up to bat. And we are currently in a commercial break. And Bellinger is in the box, and the first pitch is fired in the dirt. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. Soriano sets and he brings the pitch, and Bellinger swings through and fouls it off, evens the count up at 1 up. James, I'd like to see Belly get on and Big G put one out. Soriano sets and he fires. This time the knuckle curve is off the plate for ball 2. Count is now 2-1. Soriano sits and he fires. Ball is foul, tipped into the glove of the catcher. The count evens up at 2-2. And the pitch is in there, and Bellinger hits a line drive straight at Rengifo, who played it perfectly and records the first out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton is coming up to bat for his second at bat. He was 0 for 1 on the night. He hit a line drive at the third baseman, who fielded it perfectly. And Soriano sets, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve in the dirt. Count is 1-0. And Soriano paints the sinker on the bottom of the plate for strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. And the next pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is now 2-1. I am impressed that Giancarlo is not swinging at pitches like that. And the next pitch is down out of the strike zone. It's sinker at 97 miles an hour. The count is now 3-1. Soriano sets and he brings the pitch in, and it is fouled off by Stanton. Count is now 3-2. All the pitches to Stanton have been down. The next pitch is a sinker that is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And the pitch is fouled off again. Count remains 3-2. And the pitch is hit sharply into left field. Ward is going to field it and throw it into the infield. That was 111-mile-hour line drive hit through the infield. So that is Big G's first hit of the 2025 season. And we have Jazz Chisholm coming up to bat. Big G's hitting approach was very good that time. And the first pitch is a knuckle curve that is not in the strike zone, but the umpire called it a strike, so the count is 0-1. Jazz is 1 for 1 on the night. He doubled in the second inning. Next pitch is another knuckle curve down. This time it is a ball. Count evens up at 1-1. If you can tell, Jazz is no longer hitting with a torpedo bat. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is now 1-2 to Jazz. Anthony Volpe is on deck. Jazz is taking timeout. He's out of the box. He's digging in. Now he's back. Soriano sets, and the pitch is fouled off once again down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And this time the ball is hit sharply to the second baseman, who flips to the shortstop and flips it back to first base for a double play. 4-6-3, and there is no one left on base. Did not realize that, CT. And I am going to bring up two guests that are sitting backstage. Hi. Jonathan and CT. Appreciate you coming on to the stream, guys.
I guess I have to find my Yankee hat.
Yeah, what's going on there?
All right, let me step out for a minute.
How you doing, Ken?
All right.
Good. What do you think so far of the game?
More patient at bats on a guy who throws a lot of crap down and away, which is good. Good, Jonathan. Glad to see Big G come up with his first hit of the 2025 season.
That was nice to see.
If you didn't check the velocity on that, that thing left his damn bat at 111.1 miles an hour.
Wow.
So got a little bit of charge in that.
One thing is, I'm looking at the forecast, and it could start to rain in the next 40 minutes.
Oh, really? Oh.
Just be aware there may be a delay.
I am certainly not hoping, since I have to be up at 3:45 in the morning to go to work.
Well, I'm just updating you on all the information, just like always.
Of course.
Tomorrow I'm going to the game.
Yeah, Jonathan. You got to take some pictures for us. I'd love to see some pictures.
And Schmidt is on the bump. And the first pitch is a nice sweeper that catches the outside corner for call strike one. Logan O'Hoppe is up to bat. He grounded out to Schmidt in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night.
Yeah.
And the next pitch is swung on. Actually, it was a check swing, and the first base umpire confirms that it was a swing. Count is now 0-2. Clark has retired 11 batters in a row. And Schmidt sets and fires. This time the sweeper is actually it's a knuckle curve that is down and away for ball one. Count is now 1-2.
Over the last week, the pitching hasn't been much of a problem. As the hitting has been a big problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
and the pitch is hit on right field. Judge is going back. He's on the track and makes a great catch on the wall. And Aaron Judge makes the first out of the inning.
Oh,
Why
nice.
has this man not gotten a Gold Glove yet in his career?
I have no idea. Both Jonathan and I say the same thing. We have no idea.
No idea.
But as Jonathan said, we just need to stop swinging at the first pitch. More patience at the plate, And Ken said the same thing earlier. We just need more plate discipline.
That's the big difference between now and the Yankees, how the Yankees used to be. The Yankees, when the Yankees, when they had Derek Jeter on the team, they rarely swung at the first pitch.
And our count is 0-1. Schmidt sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. Adele is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the second inning. Adele has taken a step out of the box, so getting his mind ready to be a strikeout victim.
I think we're on Nathan's big screen television.
You know what, Joe? He did not have a no Gold Glove because he dropped a ball in the damn World Series. The next pitch is a fastball off the plate to bring the count to 1-2. Postseason numbers don't affect in regular season awards.
Yes. Once 162 game season is over, nothing will change.
And Schmidt fires the ball down low. Count evens up at 2-2.
See? Joe, you happy I'm wearing my hat now, just like you?
I decided to wear a different hat tonight, hoping for some better luck tonight.
I think this is the only Yankee.
And Schmidt fires the pitch in there. And the ball is up in the air. Volpe is backtracking. He's on the outfield grass, and he makes the play to record the second out of the inning. Hey, Joe, I was on Fanatics today, and I got a New York Mets for you in the shopping cart. I just need your address so I can have it sent to you so you can show your true colors. And Rengifo takes a knuckle curve in there for strike one. Count is 0-1. Rengifo is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout.
Schmidt's about 60 pitches in.
And Rengifo hits a bouncer to DJ. DJ flips it to Goldie to record the third out of the inning. And that is the fourth straight 1-2-3 inning.
Is DJ playing?
What?
Did you say DJ was playing?
Yeah.
I told him I must have not paid attention. I didn't think he was playing today.
Nope. DJ is manning the post at second base.
It's nice to see Clark's pitch count where it is right now. He looks pretty good right now. 60 pitches.
Jeff Passan just put out an update on what here it says Red Sox Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow on succeeding without Rafael Devers I do think there's a real chance at the end of the season we're looking back and we won more games than we otherwise would have. So
that's just an analytic guess.
Well, that also tells me that they would really try and they were really ready to move on from him.
Right in the middle of the
sentence. I don't think the Red Sox wanted anything more to do with him. So he must have done something really bad.
Well, you know what? Any situation that happened with Devers is of the front office's own making.
I agree.
He was their long-term signing. They were building a team around him. Then they brought a player in to take his spot, although Bregman said that he would play second base.
Yeah, look, I'm surprised that anybody else, the Red Sox gave up on a guy like Devers.
It seemed like the men. Sorry.
And I think one of those guys could be good, but I think that if they waited to the trade deadline, they could have gotten a lot more for Devers.
And Soriano fires a strike on the outside part of the plate. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the night. The next pitch is in. This time the sinker is just a bit low. Count evens up at 1-1. Next pitch is swung on and missed. A knuckle curve down low on the outside part of the plate. It was in the strike zone, so what can you say? Soriano sets and he brings the pitch in. Volpe swings over the top for strike 3. That is 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. And we have Austin Wells coming up to bat.
Soriano's pitched 4 1/3 innings with 4 hits and 2 Ks. He's at about 60 pitches.
I think if Volpe doesn't improve, the Yankees, Volpe's job long term is not secure.
And the pitch is a 4-seamer off the plate for ball 1. Wells is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the second.
Yeah, that looked like a perfect pitch down the middle.
And the next pitch is not checked by Wells. I think that was a horse crap call by the umpire. Looking at the replay, that is certainly not a swing. But the count is now 0-2 on Wells.
How was that a swing?
It wasn't.
That was no way. Sorry.
Wells is taking time out to get his mind right. This time to drive the ball into the stands. Soriano sets and he fires. This time the pitch is off the plate. Brings our count to 1-2.
Yankees once again are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position so far. With 5 guys stranded.
Yeah.
And the next pitch is down low. Count is now why
don't you do a poll?
And the ball is hit off the mound. Neto is waiting at second. He fires to first to retire Wells. That is 2 down.
I don't know what the Yankees are doing to everything. These Yankees currently are the opposite of what they used to do. They used to work
and the machine takes ball 1 inside.
I agree, Jonathan.
This team doesn't work the pitcher. This team doesn't wait for the pitcher to make mistakes.
DJ is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. Next pitch is off the plate, brings our count to 2-0. Well, you know what, Jonathan? The game is different. The team is different. The management is different. The team is built differently. This is not the 90s. And the next pitch is there for call, strike 1.
What did you say, Jonathan?
The results are different also, and the results are not pretty.
And the pitch is swung on and missed, brings the count to 2-2. Well, I'll tell you what, the Dodgers have a lot of fans. They seem to do everything perfect, and the Mets are right next to them. So, their fan base could use some populist growth.
Ken, I love you. I love your response.
And the next pitch is a slider in the dirt outside, brings the count to 3-2.
I wouldn't go that far, unlike Joe. But I would like to see a little bit of old style baseball.
And the pitch is fouled off by LeMahieu. Count is still 3-2.
They're still talking about the Devers trade.
I'm a little bit ahead of you.
Of course, you're still talking about the Devers trade.
And the pitch is off the plate for ball 4, and DJ is headed to first. That is a 2-out walk. That is going to bring Trent Grisham up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout. All right, Trent, let's see if you can do something, baby.
Come on, Trent. Let's bring it.
Let's go, Yankees. And the next pitch is hit up the middle. It is going to make it to center field. And DJ rounds second, but he holds at 2. So we have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Yeah. Ben Rice is coming up to bat.
Rice is batting .230 on the year, .460 slugging percentage. He has 1 hit tonight.
I think DJ could have made it first to third on that one if he busted it out of the box.
Well, if we score on this one and the rain starts, it's an official game.
It looks like we have a mound visit happening.
Right. I said Rice has got 1 hit, 1 strikeout, batting .230 on the year, .460 slugging percentage right now. Let's see if he can get another hit tonight. It'd be nice to see. Nice to see he's got a hit.
Rice is 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the first.
Soriano's at 73 pitches right now.
And we have the captain on deck. The first pitch into Rice is, my God, called a strike, but that thing was low. Definitely not a strike.
Well, robo-umps, here we come.
Soriano sets and he fires. This time he puts a nice sinker at the bottom of the strike zone. The count is now 0-2. Looks like a wind is picking up at the stadium.
Yeah, the rain is supposed to come in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
And the pitch is fouled off by Rice. The count is going to remain 0-2.
Come on, let's score a run here. Come on.
If they score a run, it's official.
And Soriano sets. The pitch is brought in there, and it is swung on and missed. So Rice is down on strikes. We have more Neto and Shamwell coming up to bat.
So, how do you think Soriano's doing here tonight? He looks pretty good.
I think Rice changed his swing on that last at bat because in his first 2 swings, he was swinging a little bit more uppercut, and in the last swing, he lifted his shoulders a little bit more to swing. That's what it looked
like. Ken, what do you think of Soriano right now?
He's pitching to his numbers.
Yeah, I agree. He looks pretty good tonight.
Nothing spectacular, nothing bad. He's got a decent fastball, and he tends to throw a lot of stuff down in the zone. Well, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yep. So I said he's at 77 pitches in 5 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. So Clark's at 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 Ks, no walks. That's 60 pitches.
You know what, Joe? Just send me your address. I might even throw in a Soto jersey for you. Just tell me your size, and I can get you fully fitted as a true diehard Met fan, because they're never going to lose a game again. Oh, never mind. They just got their asses swept in their own house. Oh, okay. Guess they are going to lose.
And Tampa is up 3-0.
Yep, Tampa just, yeah.
We may lose. We may go out of first place if we don't start winning.
And the first pitch is a call, strike 3. Nice 4-seamer.
Oh, come on. They're talking about Devers again. That's the 3rd time tonight.
It's a song that never ends.
They talked. I think they talked.
Brings the next pitch in, and it is swung on and popped down the first base line.
They mentioned it before the game and 3 times during the game.
Yep.
What's the reason to bring up the same thing every time you talk about what's? I mean, it happened.
Moore is the young New Yorker who grew up a Yankees fan, and Robinson Cano was his personal hero.
Wow.
Count is 0-2 on Moore.
Well, let's hope
he's looking for his first big league hit, and the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone. He was just called up on Friday.
Yep, Friday.
Count is 1-2.
About to say, just got called up.
Well, hopefully it stays away from the drugs.
And the pitch is a sweeper down low. Count evens up at 2-2. And Schmidt fires. The ball is hit in the air. Cody is backing it up, and he makes the play short of the warning track. So 1 down. So that is 15 in a row by Clark Schmidt.
Clark looks really good tonight.
We are in the top of the 6th, and Clark Schmidt is only at 65 pitches.
This is one of his best starts, Ken and Jonathan, we've had in a while. You know what I mean? Like, he looks really good tonight.
What did
Neto is up to bat, and the first pitch is a cutter in there for strike 1. Count is 0-1. Neto is 1 for 2 on the night.
What is the ERA right now?
3.28 is Clark Schmidt's ERA.
And the sinker is just off the plate, evens the count up at 1-1.
Yeah. And he's only giving up 2 hits. No walks.
Yep, he looks good tonight. His pitch count's great. He looks great. I'll take it.
And Schmidt sits and fires, and the pitch is a 4-seamer off the plate, brings our count to 2-1.
We just need our offense to wake up here. Change our approach at the plate.
Well, the offense is dominant.
Hey, Jake, welcome to the stream.
It is, Jonathan.
And the pitch is swung on and hit to right center field. And Grisham is gliding to right center, and he is going to make the play. That is the 2nd out of the inning.
Do the old Griffey look.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. The Griffey look.
Always with the backwards hat.
Oh, I look terrible trying to do that. There we go. But
and the next pitch is fouled off by Shonwell. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a flyout.
Well, If the Yankees don't score, it won't matter how well pitched Smith pitches.
And the next pitch is fouled off. Nice knuckle curve. Came in there at 84 miles an hour, and the count is now 0-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star alert is coming up.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like, the background noise.
Me neither. Last time I was at a game, I really did not like that when I was at the game last time.
I think it takes away from the game, all of the background noise. And the Yankees are the only team that does it.
I would wear earplugs next time I go, to be honest with you. That was obnoxious.
I'm going tomorrow, I told you.
Yeah. Gotta be excited there, Jonathan.
I'm happy to go. I just don't like the background noise.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that actually takes away from the game experience.
Oh.
I don't know what's wrong with my. What just happened?
I think there's like a delay between us because I don't mean to be talking over Ken, but I think there's a delay or something. I keep getting talking when he's talking.
I just heard some noise and Ken just went off the stream.
Ken's back.
Yeah.
It was momentarily.
I've got thunderstorms in my area and a little bit of a power hit. Thing I have is a backup generator. For those of you that, if you don't know, Shonwell hit a single to left field. Bellinger made a sliding attempt, just could not come up with it. So we have Mike Trout coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night.
Well, that's Trout.
And the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And Clark fires the next pitch in, and it is hit to center field. Grisham is tracking it and makes the catch just short of the warning track for the third out of the inning.
Oh, Schmidt is pitching very well.
I agree. And sorry, Ken, I was talking over you. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize there was a delay. Sorry.
Didn't notice it.
Well, Joe mentioned it, so I just want to make sure you knew I didn't mean to do that. So sorry. I think best thing probably to do is talk between innings. So, but I as Jonathan said, Clark's pitching really good tonight. I like what I'm seeing. This is a great start from him. Let's hope the offense can get going here.
Yeah, I want a few runs, especially if the forecast is correct. If the forecast is correct, that could be rain within the next 10 or 15 minutes.
So, Ken, we do have Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton coming up.
Yep.
We do.
Good.
Judge is 1 for 2 on the night. Bellinger is 0 for 2, and Stanton is 1 for 2.
Yeah.
To make some magic happen here.
Yeah, well, I would like Judge to hit home plate.
I'd like anybody to get on base and actually bring somebody home.
If Judge hits home plate, that's going to happen because he either gets there by a home run or an RBI.
So far we have Trent with a hit, Ben Rice with a hit, Judge with a hit, Stanton with a hit, Chisholm with a hit.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup is really abysmal.
As of now, yes. Let's hope that changes.
Yes.
Yeah, Judge is stepping up to the plate. Soriano sets, and he brings the first pitch, a sicker off the plate down. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is in there, and Judge rolls over to Rengifo. Rengifo fires across the diamond to Samuel to record the first out of the inning.
He swung a little bit too much on top of that ball. For a pitch like that, Judge needs to stay a little bit down on the ball instead of swinging up.
Cody is stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a lined out.
But that is the ball that Judge should go to the opposite field.
Is up, and ball one should have been called strike one.
Well,
Soriano sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1.
Come on, Belly. Come on, Belly.
And Bellinger fouls off the next pitch. It is 1-2.
Belly's batting .250 this year with a .433 slugging percentage.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of Yankee swings are uppercuts.
And the next pitch is off the plate. Evens the count up at 2-2.
Deuce. Where's Joe? We need the deuce. There you go.
Woke me up.
And the pitch is deep to right field. And it is going to be put away on the track. Bellinger just missed going yard with that one. And that is the second out of the inning.
So Joe wants to be woken up at Thanksgiving.
Well, I could just boot Joe, and then he can wake up on his own.
And that's great.
And Stanton is up, and the first pitch is a lollipop knuckle curve in there for call, strike one.
Knuckle curve looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks like a good
And the next pitch is swung on way out of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. That was Stanton's worst swing in his return back to the majors.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Well, that's
the next pitch. Wow. It bounced in the other batter's box, and Stanton swung at it and missed. That's the Stanton that we knew and loved from years past.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why did he even swing at that?
Hitting or going into the top of the seventh, we have Ward, Soler, and Ohapi coming up to bat for the Angels.
And Stanton must be the easiest person to pitch to, because he swings at pitches like that. All you have to do is not pitch him around the strike zone, but not in the strike zone.
I don't know. Maybe we should just DFA him. Eat his $90 million contract.
Well, the problem with that is if you DFA him, you don't get the $30 million from the Marlins.
Well, that's all right. He ain't hitting anything anyhow. Might as well make him a Dodger.
I think that's the only reason why he hasn't been DFA'd is because the Marlins owe the Yankees money.
Well, I tell you, it didn't make any difference on A-Rod. We DFA'd him with a year and a half left.
Stanton has 3 years left.
Coming back in, we got Soriano's at 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Pitch count is at 87.
But I think he's only going to be on the he actually had 2 years left after this. The 3rd year is an opt-out. So after 2027, he's gonna opt. He's gonna be his opt out is gonna be paid by the Marlins.
It's finally time they start paying some money.
They're gonna start paying next year.
Yep, that's correct. I gotta say, this is one of the best starts I've seen from Clark, and last couple of starts were, this is really nice to see.
Unfortunately, the Yankees can't score a run.
I felt so bad for Max last night.
Schmidt sets and he fires, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve about 58 feet, bounces in front of the plate. Taylor Ward is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 pop-outs.
Oh, Joe, I was playing patty cake. Huh? Is Jessica Rabbit with you?
And the next pitch is a sinker off the plate for ball 2. Count is now 2-0.
Whenever I hear patty cake, I think of the scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit with Jessica Rabbit.
And the next pitch is a cutter swung on and missed. Count is now 2-1.
Nice cutter. That was a very nice cutter.
And it looks like Jonathan Loizaga is warming up in the pen.
Yeah.
Next pitch is a sweeper off the plate for ball 3. Count is 3-1.
So Clark's at 78 pitches right now.
Yeah, assuming he has a smooth inning, he's going to finish this inning.
I agree.
And the pitch is popped up, and looks like Rice is tracking it, and Rice stays with it and catches it just on the foul line. Looks like the wind is swirling, and that is the first out of the inning.
Yeah, 3-hit game. It's only good enough. 3 hits.
No runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. This is a great outing for Clark Schmidt. He needs only a run.
Yep, 1 run. That's all we need.
1 run.
Soler is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a flyout. And the first pitch is outside. Soler is 0 for 2. They fly out and a strikeout.
Okay. Oh, cool. Group chat.
And the pitch is a sweeper just off the plate. Brings our count to 2-0.
Seems like someone started a second group chat.
And Schmidt sets. He brings the pitch. It is swung on and missed to bring the count to 2-1. And the pitch is a 4-seamer down low at 95 miles an hour. Count is now 3-1 on Soler. And the next pitch is a cutter that catches the inside corner. Count is now 3-2. Painted the bottom of the zone.
Come on, Clark.
Schmidt takes a deep breath. Soler is in the box. He's ready to go. And the pitch is in there, and it is chopped to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires across the dugout for the second out of the inning.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it says.
I knew he was going to have Tommy John surgery. I knew that, like, when they first started reporting it. That sounded like that was what was going to happen.
You're talking about Cousins?
Yeah, Jay Cousins. Yep.
Yeah, Cousins. Cousins was going to be.
And the pitch is popped up by O'Hoppe, and DJ is tracking it, and he records the third out of the inning. So that is 7 strong innings from Clark Schmidt. 1, 2, 3, and we are headed to the bottom of 7. We're in the 7th inning stretch.
What is
We're going to have Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells coming up to the hit in the bottom of 7.
Let's hope some magic happens here. Gotta get something going here. But I said to you, Ken, did you notice that Jazz hasn't been using the torpedo bat since he came back?
And the veteran of the night is U.S. Navy in the house.
Oh, sorry.
Michael Kirshner, commander in the is from East Meadow, New York, and he served during Desert Storm. So thank you for your service and appreciate you being here at the stadium. Hey, Pasty, how's it going?
Well, you know another thing about the Yankees now. They usually get better with the weather gets warmer, but the weather in New York had been relatively mild. You remember that from years past? They always did well when the weather was above consistently 70 degrees, 80 degrees, 85 degrees. But the weather in New York has been very cool. Does that have something to do with the slump? I don't know.
So, Ken, what are your thoughts on Clark's start tonight?
He pitched to what I thought he would.
Yep.
When he's up against light hitting teams, he does very well. When he is up against bangers like the Red Sox and the Dodgers, there are issues. He is not a postseason pitcher in my mind.
No, I agree. That was actually my next question. Was what do you thought about him in the postseason? I agree with you 100%, Ken. 100%.
Look, I think he has the potential to be a postseason pitcher if he learns how to, practice. Of course. Let's say he wins. I don't know. Let's say he wins 16. Clark Schmidt wins 16 games this year, for argument's sake. You're going to start him in the postseason.
And the last update I saw on Hill was he was going to be back July 16th was his estimated date.
July 16th?
That's what it says, yep.
Really? I haven't seen anything on Hill.
There's 3 different websites that are showing his return date is July 16th. Like ESPN was one, MLB.com, and another site said that. That's his guesstimated, expected return date. Not that it's going to be the actual return date, but I think that's going to be interesting seeing Hill come back.
I would like to see it. Look here. Brian Hoke, this is from yesterday. Brian Hoke is still about 10 to 14 days from facing hitters. Doing the math, that sets him up for a possible return date late July or August.
Oh, really? That's what he's saying. Okay.
That's what Brian Hoke just posted yesterday.
And the first pitch into Jazz is called strike 1.
So
Chisholm is 1 for 2 on the night. He has a double and ground into double play. The next pitch is off the plate for ball 1. The count is evened at 1-1.
Jazz is hitting .216 on the season.
Yeah, I put it in.
And the next pitch is down in the dirt. The count is now 2-1. And Soriano sets and Jazz swings on the pitch. Brings the count even to 2-2.
What do you know?
That swing, you need a driver, not a bat.
And the next pitch is fouled off. Count is going to hold at 2-2.
Right, Jonathan? Seriously.
That ball was almost at the floor. Better to have a golf club.
And Soriano sets. The ball is ground through the left side of the infield. Base hit for Chisholm. And he is going to hold it first. Leadoff single.
Yeah, well.
I'll take it. One on, no out. Let's do something here this inning.
Wow, Joe just said, this is pathetic. I can't hardly keep my eyes open.
Oh, Joe, in the morning, you're gonna be getting it in the morning.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be there.
Oh, you're not. Oh, dang. Okay.
And the pitch to Volpe is fouled off. Count is 0-1. I'm working an election tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Volpe is 0 for 2 and has a flyout and a strikeout.
Is it the primary in Virginia?
It is.
Okay. Primary. Yep.
Do you go in
and the pitch? Volpe shows bunt, and he lays a bunt down. Rengifo fields it and shoots it to the first baseman to record the first out of the inning. Jazz advances to second.
Well, I agree with that. I like that to be more of Volpe's game. Use the bunt when you can, move the runners over, especially when there's nobody out. You know, that is a smart play.
And it looks like there is a mound visit. The catcher's out there talking with Soriano.
Hey, Jake, what just happened?
The Angels are warming a pitcher up in the bullpen, and Austin Wells is coming up to bat.
Soriano's at 95 pitches right now.
Yeah, he's not going to last much longer.
He's had a pretty good start. Both he and Schmidt. This has been a pitcher's duel tonight, for sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should. Maybe your criticism of the Yankees, Jake, is going to be a positive result.
And the pitch is called strike one. That is damn sure not in the strike zone.
No. What was that?
This umpire had a very low strike zone today.
That was low.
Soriano sets, and the pitch is off the plate for ball one. Count is evened at 1-1. Soriano's pitch count is at 97, and the next pitch is a sinker off the plate, brings the count to 2-1.
Austin Wells is batting .222 with a .460 slugging percentage this season.
And Soriano sets. The pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2.
Swung at ball three. He's trying to hit a home run on a ball that's out of the zone. You saw how big
Soriano checks on Jazz. He fires the pitch, and Wells swings over the top of a fastball for strike three. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And there are two outs.
We got DJ LeMahieu coming up, batting .260. Got 1K tonight.
And DJ is up to bat. And the pitch is bounced to the second baseman. Moore is there, and he shoots it to the first baseman. Samuel to record the third out of the inning.
Jake, that's funny. Need new golf.
The Yankees 5 runs in the last 4 games and none tonight.
Yep, that would make 4 runs in 6 games if we don't score tonight. So, Joe, I don't understand it. You're in the chat. Why aren't you on here with us? Mets fan.
Do you want Joe to come in?
He's busy with his Mets, I guess. You know, as Ken said, Ken nailed it. You know, he's an incognito Mets fan. Jonathan, you know, we've seen. Okay, so we saw Max last night pitch one hell of a game. Now we're watching Clark pitch one hell of a game, and this is so hard to watch right now.
The pitching is great. The hitting sucks. They probably need to get at least one bat at the trade deadline. And as I mentioned to you, and I've mentioned to other people, the Yankees should not wait too long to make a trade. Yeah. I don't think they should wait until the last minute. I think they should make a trade sometime like before the deadline.
Before the market's highs can possibly be.
Yeah, they should make a deadline. They should make a trade like the week after July 4th. They need to replace someone. Wells and DJ the crap.
Well, I said I'm happy tonight.
I'll just leave it to your imagination to see what you can picture with that.
I'm just happy Clark Schmidt 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no walks, no runs. You know, only 3 Ks, but 87 pitches and 7 innings. I mean,
maybe the first pitch to Adele is a sweeper for call, strike 1. Adele is 0 for 2 on the night.
Is pitching the game of his life today.
Yeah,
he's not getting any runs.
Because Clark has.
And the next pitch is a sinker down low.
This is his longest
start. They call it a strike. You got a break on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that makes up for the last call on the last inning.
Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is chopped to Volpe. Volpe fills it, and he shoots it across the diamond to record the first out of the inning.
Cool.
And that is 1 down in the 8th.
We're doing everything but hitting.
Luis Rengifo is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Cutter up high. Count is 0-1.
CT, did you see what I put in the private chat?
And Adele steps out of the box. And the next pitch is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. Clark is up to 92 pitches on the inning, or on the game.
Yeah,
is this his longest start of the season so far? 92 pitches.
Yes,
it's his deepest. I think this is the longest start of his career.
The next pitch is a knuckle curve just off the plate. Count is 1-2.
I don't remember ever seeing Clark Schmidt pitching in the 8th inning.
No, I don't either. He's literally pitching the game of his life, as you said, Jonathan.
And the next pitch is another knuckle curve off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. And Christian Moore is on deck. And he sets and fires, and the ball is popped up. Wells is tracking it, and it looks like it's going to make the stands. And it is out of play. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is in there, and it is hit to center field. And Grisham is going to make the play. A nice snow cone catch.
Snow cone catch.
That is the second out of the inning. And the pitch is hit to right field, and Judge does not make the play. The ball is going to roll to the wall. Moore is rounding second and heading to third, and the throw is not in time. So the young rookie from New York is on third with his first major league hit. Congratulations to Christian Moore.
Yeah.
Got to hand it to him. First major league hit, and it's a triple. Hey,
well, he can thank Judge for making that diving attempt. He should have just
that ball should have been a single.
Yeah.
Judge should have let it bounce in front of him and just kept him to one base.
You even saw Judge's reaction.
I know the batter is trying to. Yeah, he was nowhere near that ball when it landed. He was in front of him.
And Clark Schmidt is going to be pulled from the game at this time.
Great start from Clark.
It's a great ovation departing the mound. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is going to come in. Zach Neto is the next batter. He's 1 for 3 on the night and has a stolen base.
Clark gave us 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, no walks, no earned runs, 3 Ks on 97 pitches, which 64 of them were strikes. His ERA on the season is 3.16. What a hell of a start from him tonight. I'm very impressed with Clark tonight. What a start. What a start. Can't ask for much more.
Judge didn't get charged an error on that one, but he damn sure should have.
We're all a little frustrated with this game. But
I agree, Ken. Yeah, that should have been an error. Yeah, I agree, Jonathan. All of us are frustrated right now.
That should be a 2-base error. That should have been if Judge makes that play, it's a single. Because he was not going
to. It won't be struck as an error because he didn't touch the ball.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Although the eye test says that was a freaking error.
Yeah.
Bad, I agree. Bad freaking decision.
100%.
Let's hope that Cruz can come in and lock it down and at least keep this kid from taking a loss.
Who comes up for us next inning, batting wise? Where are we at in the lineup?
And the first pitch to Neto is popped up. Jazz is going to chase it right to the freaking dugout, and it is just going to be out of his reach. Count is 0-1. Fernando Cruz has an opponent batting average of 192, 3.21 ERA. And here comes the splitter for swinging strike two. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star alarm is going off. Fans are on their feet clapping and cheering Fernando Cruz on. I would go right back to that exact same neighborhood.
I wouldn't give him anything over the plate. Just make him chase it out of the zone.
And the next pitch is a splitter in the dirt.
Maybe not that far out of the zone. He bounced it.
Yeah, the pitch clock was counting down, and he just chunked it.
He held the ball a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And Cruz sets. He brings the pitch, and it is a swing and a miss. Strike three. So Fernando Cruz bails Aaron Judge out.
Woo. Yeah. Woohoo.
That was a great pitch.
That was a great pitch.
Now the Yankees need to score and win this game.
Come on, let's do this. Let's get something
going. The tally
going
for the game so far is Angels have no runs on 4 hits and no errors. The Yankees have no runs on 6 hits, no errors. Well, that's a bullshit number. It should be 1 error, but
1 error.
Here's the other problem. If this goes into extras, that might be. The Yankees might want to avoid that due to the history.
We've won what?
Well, you know what? If you actually do your research on the history of ghost runners with Yankees and the Yankees in the Bronx, the Yankees are 10-2. On the road, they're 3-14.
So why do you think that is, though? I do not understand that.
Well, we've only won 2 games in extra innings this year. 2 games. Not sure, Jonathan, why that is.
Looks like Reed Dittmer is coming in to replace Soriano for the bottom of 8.
Soriano had a great start today. I mean, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 walk, 6 Ks on 101 pitches. He had a great night too. Pitcher duel.
Let me see if there's any updates. Tampa is leading 5-1.
We got Trent, Rice, and Judge coming up.
Let's see if there's any other scores.
Orioles are losing 7-1, and the Marlins are losing 3-2 against the Phillies. That's it for scores right now.
Yeah, the Red Sox haven't played yet.
Oh, they play at 9:40.
Yeah.
And then the game that's going to be interesting, I am going to watch, is the Padres and Dodgers game. Go Padres.
Yeah. The Phillies are winning. No one cared about the Astros and the A's.
No. Some prune juice. John, I agree, John Franzo.
And the first pitch to Grisham is fouled off. Dittmer is a left-handed pitcher. Grisham is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 5th. And it looks like Goldschmidt is going to pinch hit for Rice. Thank God.
Good.
Yeah.
And the pitch is a slider that is called strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Grisham.
Jake in the chat mentioned the Rockies have scored more runs today than the Yankees have in their last 4 games.
Wow. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Grisham down on strikes. Goldie coming up to bat.
Come on, Goldie. Get something going here.
He chased that ball.
Yep.
That ball was on the ground.
And it looks like Devin Williams is warming up in the pen.
And what are the Yankees batters seeing that makes them
and
go all the way to the ground?
Goldie is down low for ball 1.
Ball 1.
It's almost like playing cricket instead of baseball.
That's a good analogy.
And I don't even know how to play cricket.
And the next pitch is a slider in there for call, strike 1. It evens the count up at 1-1. And the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone, brings our count to 2-1. Detmer sets and he fires. And the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. And the captain is on deck. Next pitch is a slider that catches the inside portion of the plate. It is called strike 2. Count is now full. We still have Dominguez, Peraza, and Escara on the bench. And the next pitch is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Is Judge going to redeem himself when he steps into the box this next time? And the pitch is hit. And, oh, my God, Nitto made a great leaping catch to take a hit away from Goldschmidt.
Wow. He went up there and got it.
I changed hats, but hoping for some better luck.
Maybe I should just take mine off.
That was great. That was great play. You got to tip your hat to.
I'll tip my hat and put it back in the closet.
And Ron Washington classic move is intentionally walking Judge. Cody is up to bat. And the first pitch is taken right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Belly is 0 for 3 on the night with a line out, a fly out, and a ground out.
Come on, Belly.
Bellinger steps out of the box for time 1 or timeout. And Belly hits the ball to left field. Ward is tracking it. And he is going to put the ball away for the third out of the inning. As we head to the top of 9, Shamwell, Trout, and Ward will be coming up to bat.
Whack-a-mole, not baseball. Feels like that, Jake. Trout has 1 hit tonight, adding 222 on the season. Okay. Just want to look at that stat.
Shamwell is 1 for 3 with the strikeout. Trout is 1 for 3. And Ward is 0 for 3.
Okay.
For those that are watching in the background or those that are actually chatting in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are at 124 subscriptions, so we picked up 1 tonight, and we are 1 subscription away from our 125 milestone. So thank you for everyone who has supported this channel and decided to subscribe. Most appreciated.
Well, Ken, it may be ugly, but it's the truth.
And with regard to programming notes, directly following this game, go to NY Yankee Mania for a post-game review. And within 30 to 45 minutes, hop on with Jason Custodio, late night live with Jason Custodio for a interesting post-game review. He includes interviews. He has a great programmer. He has interesting stats.
Also,
and he plays a potpourri of Trivial Pursuit.
Yes. I love
also Jason on 161 does a post game.
Yep. And the player of the game is Austin Woman.
Austin Woman?
Yeah.
I don't think
Paul
that
Goldschmidt is going to stay in at first base. And Williams is on the mound, and the first thing he does is fire a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, swung on and missed for strike one. Shamwell is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 6th inning. And Williams sets and he fires. Fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And it looks like the Angels are warming up their closer, Kenley Jansen, in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Williams steps on the rubber. And the four-seamer is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Now, is this the time for Devin to throw the airbender? He sets and he fires, and the ball is a changeup down in the dirt. Count is 1-2.
Well, the airbender is essentially a changeup, isn't it?
Yep, it is. But he has a lot of break on it.
Well, that one was started. That one was low, and that one was always low.
And the pitch is a changeup that is popped up, and Goldie is going to camp under it and record the first out of the inning.
Ken, Joe isn't going to be able to do the post game tonight, so it's just going to be Jason C doing the post game later.
All right, Jason at 161 River Ave will.
Yeah, after so we got Jason and Jason. Jason 161
and Trout
and Jason
is up to bat. And the first pitch is a changeup off the plate for ball one.
Hopefully we can see a walk-off in the bottom
Trout
of the night.
is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the first inning. And the second pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Williams sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 2-1. Nice changeup.
How much longer is their pitching going to have to be perfect? Well, until their offense scores a lot of runs.
Very true. Very true.
And Williams sets and he fires this time. Oh, my God. A fastball that paints the outside corner, but it is called ball 3.
That was a strike.
Miller blew that call for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Miller?
And the pitch is swung on and hit. Volpe catches it and fires across the diamond, but Trout is going to beat it.
Oh, I thought.
Infield single.
He got no power on that throw. that throw had
it's a miracle that Volpe got to that ball. Great
play.
Yeah, he was better off holding on to that ball.
Nice catch, though. Jeez.
And Ward is up to bat, and he swings at the four-seamer. Count is 0-1. Ward is 0 for 3 on the night with 3 pop-outs.
He's batting .211 on the season with a .472 slugging.
And Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. So he showed him 2 fastballs. Is it time for the changeup down low?
Very likely.
And Williams sets, and he brings the pitch. And it is a changeup that is swung over the top for strike 3. So Ward is down on the strikes, and that is 2 away. Time to go grab some bench and take some splinters in the butt. Hey, Steven, glad to see you joining the stream. Appreciate you being here.
Not exactly sure what that means, but
What beads?
Take
the next pitch is a fastball that is hit through the left side of the infield. A diving Chisholm misses it, and Soler has a single, and Trout stops at second, so the Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Yeah. Chisholm is Williams back to his old ways?
Yeah, no. I'm hoping he gets out of this. I think he will. I have faith. I have faith in Williams right now. We're 1 out away from getting out of this inning.
Well, we all remember last year with Cardiac Clay.
Yeah, I don't compare Williams to Cardiac Clay. That's just me, though.
And Ohapi is up to bat. He's 0 for 3 on the night. Williams sets, and he fires, and the changeup is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Williams sets. He checks on the runner at second. He brings the pitch, and it is another changeup down low. Count is now 2-0.
Well, a changeup isn't good if you don't throw it over the plate.
Okay, I'm changing hats again. See if this does the magic.
And Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a fastball that is hit foul ball. Count is now 2-1.
Must be the hat.
Oh, maybe that changeup isn't dropping today.
Yeah, it looks like it's not dropping like usual, or what he hopes to drop.
And Williams sets, checking on the runner once again. And he brings the pitch. And this time it is hit to Volpe. Volpe snags it and flips it to DJ to record the 3rd out of the inning as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Big G will be leading off, followed by Jazz and Volpe. Are we going to walk this one off in the bottom of the 9th?
Oh.
I hope so.
I said have faith in Williams. He started to look a lot better, in my opinion. I'm starting to have a lot more faith in him. He got made me a little nervous there, don't get me wrong, but he's been getting out of jams. So I'm pretty content with how he's looked pretty recently. What do you think, Ken?
He gave up a freaking infield hit and a lightly hit ball through the infield. Did not get hit hard, did not walk anybody. He did what he was supposed to.
I agree.
Locked down the top of the 9th. They did not score, so we have the opportunity to walk it off.
I like how Williams is starting to get used to New York's bright lights. In my opinion, I think it was a little bit of an adjustment period for him.
So the question is, are they going to stay with Detmer, or are they changing out with Kenley Jansen?
I'm guessing they're going with Jansen.
Me too, Jansen. And Detmer's only pitched 13 innings, so you might see him come out for the first batter. I don't know.
And it looks like they are going to have a pitching substitution. It looks like Kenley Jansen is coming in to replace Reed Detmer.
And what did I say?
Okay, Jonathan, you know everything.
That was the logical move.
Oh, that's logical. Okay. I'm just messing with you, Jonathan. Last time this team scored.
Stanton in his last at-bat struck out and looked horrible.
Yeah, he was swinging at balls that I don't know what it with Stanton that he has a habit of swinging at balls that are in the lefty batter's box. It feels like he wants to just swing as hard as he can, regardless of where the ball is. You have to have the ball over the plate in order to hit it.
And the first pitch from Jansen is delivered. It is down low for ball one. Jansen sets.
I'm surprised.
And he brings the next pitch. And this time, Stanton fouls off the cutter. Count evens at 1-1.
Stanton wanted to end the game with that one.
Oh, Hoppy sets outside. Jansen fires the pitch. And Big G swings through it to bring the count to 1-2. Jansen missed his target by half the plate.
Well, that was the pitch to hit. That was right over the middle of the plate.
And Jansen brings the pitch in. It is hit sharply into left field. It is going to make the wall, and Stanton is going to round first and head to second and be their stand-up for a leadoff double for Giancarlo Stanton. That is his second hit of the night. Jason Dominguez is coming into the game to pinch run for Stanton.
Yeah.
Giancarlo, previous to this at-bat, was 0 for 4 against Jansen with 3 strikeouts.
There doesn't need to be a bunt here. There needs to be a walk-off hit here.
And we have Jazz Chisholm coming up to bat. Let's hope that Dominguez does not have a mental brain fart at second.
Well,
and the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Looks like the alignment for the Angels, they're pulling the infielders in at the corners, and Jazz swings through the cutter. Count is 0-2. Chisholm has faced Jansen 2 for 3 times. He's 2 for 3 with 2 home runs.
It was 1 home run, right?
Was it 1? I thought it was 2.
Yeah, well, 2.
Jazz takes time out.
Yeah, those 2 pitches were good pitches, though.
And the pitch is in there and swung on and missed. So Jazz goes down 3 straight pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Yeah. He swung under the ball every time. Didn't make it.
The runner is at second base with 1 out. And we have Anthony Volpe coming up to bat.
Come on, Volpe. Make something happen.
Volpe is 0 for 2. 0 for 2 on the night. And Jansen takes a step off the mound to chase Dominguez back to the bag. And the pitch is in, and Volpe fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Jansen is feeding every hitter a steady diet of cutters.
Well, they need to recognize the pitch and hit it.
Jansen sets and he fires, and this time the ball is just off the plate and high. Count is now 1-1. Austin Wells is on deck. Jansen sets and he fires, and the pitch is way up high. Count is now 2-0. Or 2-1, excuse me. The Angel outfield looks to be playing very deep.
We just need to.
The runner goes, and Volpe fouls it up. It's up, and Shonwell is coming, and it hits the top of the dugout. Count is even at 2-2. Now Dominguez feels like a ball player. He's got some dirt in his uniform.
It suits him well, Ken. It suits him well, the dirt. Gotta get those uniforms dirty.
And the pitch from Jansen is swung on and fouled off. And we're going to reset and do it again. Count is still 2-2. Ward and Adele are yellows for arm, and the right fielder is a dead red. And the 2-2 is fouled off. Volpe is battling, and he is heading to the 7th pitch of the at-bat against Jansen. Looks like Lasagna is warming up in the pen to come into the top of the 10th.
Loizaga.
And Jansen steps off the mound. He's back, and he sets. He's checking on Dominguez, and he brings the pitch. Dominguez is taken off, and the ball is grounded to third. God sakes! Rengifo snagged the ball. Dominguez was stealing. He tagged Dominguez as he was coming through. Then he ended up getting spiked, so there is an injury timeout. Actually, the helmet hit Rengifo's knee. Rengifo is laying on the field, clutching his knee.
Yeah. Well, they would have been better bunting with Jazz.
It's a great play by Rengifo. There's no way that you would have thought that he's hitting a line drive at third base. So now we have runner at first with 2 outs. Is Volpe going to take off and steal second?
He should, but he won't.
I said we've only won 2 games in extras this season, so we shall see. If we go in extras, we shall see.
That was essentially a pitch out. That ball landed right into his glove.
Rengifo is going to stay in the game, and Volpe takes off. Wells takes the pitch all the way, and Volpe goes to second with a stolen base.
What do you know? You can't steal.
He is in scoring position, so we need Austin to just get us a line drive.
Come on, Austin. Let's do this.
And Jansen brings a pitch, and Wells swings on it and misses. The count is 0-2. Wells is 0 for 3 on the night with a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that swing looked like he was going for the fence.
Yeah, that was right down the middle. I don't know why. I mean, how did he miss that one?
Wells steps out of the box. Volpe takes his lead. Jansen sets. Not paying attention to Volpe at all. And the 0-2 is swung on and hit foul down the right field line. And it is going to remain 0-2.
Why even swinging that ball?
Wells is currently hitting.
And the pitch is in there, and it is fouled off sharply down the right foul line. Count still remains 0-2.
If Wells gets on base, we got DJ up next.
I would love a hit down the right field line and score Volpe.
We really need
and
this.
The pitch is in there, and it is fouled off of O'Hoppy's mask. Count is still 0-2.
Oh, that must have.
Kenley Jansen is amped up a little bit. That was a 96
He's pitching him inside. Every pitch is inside. Every pitch.
Choking him up, man.
And Jansen sets, and he brings the pitch. This time it is inside.
It might be beneficial for Wells to choke up on the bat.
Count is 1-2. Volpe looked like he had his head in the stump on that play.
Well, what's new?
And Jansen steps off. Jansen is 20 pitches into this inning. And the pitch is hit foul. And it still remains 1-2. Wells is going to the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
And all the pitches are in the exact same spot.
Jansen comes up, and the ball is swung and missed. Shit was at his eyeballs, and the runner is stranded at second.
Why did he swing at that? All right.
Anya is coming up to bat.
All right, Ken. I'm gonna just watch the game. I don't know how long it's gonna go on for, so I'll let you go for the rest of this one.
All righty. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And the Yankees are going to bring Jonathan Loizaga in to replace Devin Williams. The ghost runner is going to be Logan O'Hoppy at second base. Okay, Scott Cannery is going to pinch run at second. Lawaga is on the bump. Hitters are hitting 208 against him. Joe Adell is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout, a pop out, and a ground out. And Lawazga sets, and the pitch is fired in there, called strike one. Count is 0-1. Beautiful sinker in the inside corner. And Lawazga sets. He brings the pitch, and it paints the outside corner for strike two. Count is 0-2. Lawazga looks like he's ready to pitch. He's on the mound. He sets. He checks on the runner. And he brings the pitch, and it is fouled straight back to the backstop. Count remains 0-2. That was a great pitch. Lawazga sets, and the pitch is swung and missed. So Adell goes down on strikes, and the runner remains at second. Luis Rengifo will come up to bat. Rengifo is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Lawazga sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Rengifo did not swing. And Lawazga sets, and the pitch is swung on, and the count is now 1-1. Extra inning records, 27-13, best in Major League for the Yankees. On the road, 13-26, the worst in the majors.
It's funny how that works out.
Hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Nathan. There you go.
And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. That was a changeup. Nathan, the link is there if you want to hop up. And Lawazga sets. He brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. That is a beautiful change, and that is the second strikeout of the inning. And Christian Moore is coming up to bat. His last at bat, he had a triple. And the first pitch is a sinker in there for call, strike one. Moore had his first major league hit during his last at bat. And Lawazga sets, and he brings the heater, and it is fouled off. The count is now 0-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star alarm is sounding off.
Come on, let's get this done. Come on. LeMahieu, Grishman, and Goldschmidt coming up.
Yep. And the pitch is swung on. Oh, good gracious. That was a strike in its own right. So Miller blew that call, and the first base umpire said he checked his swing. Looking at the replay, looked like he did check it. Loizaga sets and he fires, and the pitch is hit in the air. It is a fly ball to right center. This time, Judge is not diving for the damn thing. He camps under it, and he records the third out of the inning. Great job by young Jonathan Loizaga. Appreciate the effort, brother.
That was good. That was really good.
And DJ, Grishbaum, and Goldie will be 1, 2, 3. And sitting in the hole will be the captain, Aaron Judge.
Lasagna, 2 Ks there, 12 pitches, 10 of them were strikes. Looked pretty sharp there. Looked pretty sharp.
And we will be starting with Austin Wells at second.
Hey, Ken, is nothing coming up?
Don't know. I gave him the link up there.
Oh, okay. Hope he comes on. And Ken, thank you for letting me on tonight, and thank you for doing the play-by-play. As always, I love your channel, The Ugly Truth, and everybody in the chat, please share, sub, and subscribe. Great channel. Ken's good. Ken knows what he's talking about.
Share, sub, and subscribe. Sub and subscribe are the same thing, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
it's been one of those things. You know what I mean.
We are at 124 subscribers. So one more subscriber to get us to the promised milestone of 125. And the Subway series is going to be over the July 4th weekend.
Of course, they have a picture of Soto there in a Mets uniform.
And Ryan Zephyrhan is coming into pitch. Opponents are hitting .258 against him. He has a 5.04 ERA. Travis d'Arnaud is taking over behind the plate.
Oh, come on. I got Wells at second. Okay.
And the first pitch is bunted foul by DJ on the first base side. DJ is 0 for 2 on the night with a walk in the fifth.
That'd be nice, Sean.
And Zephyrjan brings the pitch, and the cutter is down low and away. Count evens up at 1-1. DJ was showing bunt once again. Shonwell was charging hard at first. Rengifo was holding at third. And DJ taps the ball down the first base line, and it rolls foul, kicks foul at the last moment, so the count is now 1-2. With a 2-strike count, you can definitely assume that the bunt is off.
Yo.
What's
up, Ken? What's up, CT?
Hey, I was about to text you.
Hey, sorry, I was working the backstage for our Job of the Mouth show. We had my friend Frank Loon on the show today.
How'd that go?
It was awesome.
Awesome.
And DJ has taken time out. Now he's back in the box.
Man, this game is crazy.
Zephyrhan brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. DJ is retired on strikes, and Trent Grisham is coming up to bat.
Nathan, what do you
might just be joining the game or the stream? We are in the bottom of 10 Yankees have a runner at second with one out. Now they are pinch running for Wells. Looks like Peraza is coming into the game to take over for Wells.
Nathan, what do you think about Clark Smith's start tonight?
Back-to-back quality starts.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Me too.
I'm just mad about the offense.
Me too. Me too.
We haven't scored in 18 innings.
If we don't score today, that's 4 runs in 6 games. 4 runs in 6 games.
Zephyrhan sets, and the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And the pitch is up and away, ball 2. Count is 2-0. Zephyrhan sets and fires, and the pitch is hit way to center field, and Peraza is going to tag and head to third base. So we're going to have 2 outs with a runner at third base.
I'll take it.
Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat, so can
Come on,
Goldie walk it off for us?
Come on, Goldie. Let's do this. Let's get this done. I know I'm loud tonight, but I want to see us win tonight. This is getting annoying. If there's anybody I have faith in right now, it's Goldie here. 5 runs scored in the last 46 innings. Oof, that's terrible. You can lay down a bunt.
And Zephyrhan fires the pitch, and he misses outside. On deck is the captain. Braz has taken a decent lead, and the pitch is swung on and hit to center field, and Adele makes the catch on the warning track.
Oh, my God.
And we have Neto, Samuel, and Trout coming up to bat in the top of the 11th.
Wait, is this Trout's first game back, or has he been back?
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay.
I kind of think this is either his first or. Yeah. Just give me a second. May 30th. I'd say he was activated on May 30th.
Oh, May 30th. Okay.
I thought it was more recent than that.
This is like ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I can't even.
The offense is just off right now. Seriously, somebody flipped the switch and said, "No more offense for you, and no soup for you."
Like the pitching is like outstanding right now. Like
yeah, Max and Clark have had good start. Harper's start was good. I don't get it. Ken's up. Said it earlier. Their whole approach. At the plate. So.
Yeah.
Ken, you're kind of up there right now.
Speaking of, I was talking to Oswaldo Cabrera earlier today. It was mentioned.
Really?
Yeah, he feels good. He feels a little bit better. He's getting there, but still ways to go. But
I like Oswaldo.
He's my guy, man. We're good friends with him.
I like him. I've always liked him.
We did we did a couple events with him already, and we're doing another event with him this weekend, I think, coming up. So,
oh, cool.
JC Escara is coming in to replace Wells at the plate.
Hey.
Dylan Moore is up at second, and as you know, this guy's got speed for days.
Christian Moore.
Neto is 1 for 4 on the night. Single in the first and a stolen base. And the pitch is butted pop-up, and Escara is going to catch it to record the first out of the inning, and Loizaga is back on the bump.
Loizaga looks good tonight so far, so keep it going. 13 pitches, 11 strikes. Yeah, I'll take that.
And Lasagna sets. Shamwell is on, and the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. Shonawall is 1 for 4 on the night with a single in the 6th. And the pitch is taken right down the heart of Broadway for strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Moore takes his lead. Lasagna checks him back. And he brings the pitch, and it is hit down the third base line past Chisholm, and Moore is going to score easily. Shonawell will go to second, so that is an RBI double. And the Angels now lead 1-0.
This is crazy.
This is ridiculous. We're working on 4 runs in 6 games here if we lose tonight.
Now the runner is at second, still with no outs. And the pitch is in to Trout, almost hits him, buzzes him. Trout is 2 for 4 on the night with 2 singles. And Loizaga sets, and he brings the next pitch, and it is inside. Count is 2-0. And it looks like they are warming Burke up in the bullpen. And now they intentionally walk Trout. Sets up a double play for the Yankees. And Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen. Taylor Ward is up to bat. He's 0 for 4 on the night with 3 pop-ups and a strikeout. Good night, Beagle. Appreciate you being here. Loizaga sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just high. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is in for ball 2. Count is now 2-0. And Lasagna sets. He brings the pitch, and he misses inside. The count is now 3-0. And Lasagna sets, and he brings the pitch. It is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 3-1.
Come on.
And Loizaga sets. He brings the pitch right down the heart of Broadway with a curveball. Count is now 3-2.
Come on. We can do this. Come on. Do this.
And Loizaga sets. And the ball is curveball. It is just up high. That is going to load the bases with Soler coming up. And Matt Blake is coming out to talk with Loizaga.
I'm eating Rolaids right now. Soft chew Rolaids. Yeah.
And the runners take their leads. And the pitch is brought on and is swung on by Slayer. The count is 0-1.
Wow.
Slayer is 1 for 4 on the night with a single in the ninth. And the next pitch is fouled off. That one dinged Ascara up. Count is 0-2. The score is ready. Loizaga sets and he fires, and the pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-2. Lasagna sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a broken bat looper to Jazz Chisholm to record the second out of the inning.
Come on.
Sawed it off in his hands. Good pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, one more out.
And Darno is up to bat, his first at bat. And the pitch is lined directly back at Loizaga, who makes the play. So the Angels leaves the bases loaded. Loizaga with a bit of motion, he spikes the ball. Judge and Bellinger and Dominguez are coming up to bat.
You can tell he ain't happy about that. The way he spiked the ball.
There is little to no doubt in my mind that Judge is going to be intentionally walked right off the bat.
You think so?
I agree.
It's Ron Washington. Ron Washington in key situations.
Wait, who's the closer for the Angels?
He's already gone. Kenley Jansen came in the ninth.
Oh, okay.
Are the Yankees capable of walking this game off?
Oh, man.
And it looks like Brock Burke is going to come in and replace Ryan Zephyrhan. And Paul Goldschmidt is going to be starting out at second base. I do not believe that we have a bench player left.
I don't either, Ken. Now that you mentioned that, I honestly don't think we have anybody left on the bench. We don't have Joe's guy, Pablo, anymore. Sorry, Joe.
Pablo won't do anything anyway.
No. But it was Joe's guy. It was Joe's guy, Pablo.
Goldschmidt is 1 for 3 on the night with an intentional base on balls. And Burke is throwing the last of his warm-ups.
We will win this game. We will.
And Washington is holding 4 fingers up. There's no doubt the judge was not going to get a swing of this one.
Oh, my God.
So now runners are at first and second. And we have Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. Belly is 0 for 4 on the night. Burke is a left-handed reliever. But Belly hits left-handers very well. And the pitch is off the plate, a slider for ball 1. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is up and off the plate, down and away, ball 2. It is 2-0 on Belly. Belly is crowded the plate. So he can definitely reach anything on the outside. And the pitch is in, and Bellinger swings on it and fouls it off. Count is 2-1. Tying run is at second. Winning run is at first. And Burke checks on the runner at second. He brings the pitch, and Bellinger hits it, and that is going to be on the warning track. And Goldie is going to tag and make it to third. Judge stays put at first. So the Yankees now have runners at first and third with 1 out.
Oh.
Come on.
And Jason Dominguez is coming up to bat.
Come on, Dominguez.
Belly had the pitch right where he wanted.
I thought that was gone when he first hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Dominguez pitch ran for Stanton in the ninth, and he's batting from the right side and fouls the first pitch off. Angels bring the infield in.
Hey, Nathan, can you send any of those to me? Like digitally send me chips?
Wait, what?
Can you send me any of those munchies you got there?
Sets and fires. At this time, the ball is fouled off. Count is
Gummy bears.
Send me some gummy bears for luck.
No, I need them for my work. After I work out, I usually eat gummy bears.
Oh, so you're selfish with your gummy bears? I'm just kidding.
No, I use them like after I work out sometimes.
Oh.
So
no, I understand. I'm just
and the pitches in there, and it is looped to second, and they bring it home to gun Goldie out.
Oh no.
That is the second out of the inning. And we have Jazz Chisholm coming up.
If we can't score here, then there's something.
Something wrong here. Something wrong here if we don't score. Unreal.
This is crazy.
Okay, I got to remember we left Kansas City winning that last game 1-0. Mm-hmm. And what have we done offensively since then? Nothing. You know.
And the pitch into Jazz is Fugot and chopped. And the ball is thrown wildly.
Oh.
Not in time. So Shonowell stopped the ball and kept it from going into the dugout. The bases are now loaded,
Come on.
And Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat.
Come on, Volpe.
I think he lost grip on that ball when he went to go throw it. You watch him throw that ball, he kind of lost his grip on it towards first.
And Volpe is 0 for 3 all the doubt. Looks like they are having a meeting on the mound, and looks like they're going to bring Hunter Strickland into the game.
This would be a nice moment for Volpe to give us something here.
Wait, I didn't realize Hunter Strickland was still pitching. He is like I remember him being nasty with the San Francisco Giants, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct.
Yeah. CT, you types out loud.
What do you say?
Typing loud. Typing. I hear you typing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just noisy with my type. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm just trying to respond to people.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just trying to respond to people in the chat, you know.
Yeah.
I always like to try multitasking.
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone in the chat. I appreciate Ken for doing the play-by-play. Nathan, thank you for joining.
Shout out to everyone.
Big shout out.
Actually, Stephen B said, "This is for you, CT. He has milk duds at home." He said,
"Send them my way." I'll eat some milk duds right now.
Come on, Volpe.
We got it. We got to win this game tonight and turn things around here.
Oh, Stephen B says, "Oh boy, Volpe." What?
with a look of that. Cheer up, Stephen B. Have some faith. We'll make it happen here. Okay. We got bases loaded, 2 outs. Can we please score a run?
What's up, Sean? Thank you for tuning in for our Job on the Mouse show today. We are still live. We're still live, but I just want to say thank you, Sean, for tuning in for the show.
Nathan, big shout out. You do a great job with everything.
And the first pitch is swung on and hit to third base by Volpe. Rengifo fields it and steps on the bag for the third out.
Oh man!
And that is the ball game. The Yankees lose 1-0 in the 11th inning.
This is ridiculous. I'm starting to get. This is
a 1-pitch out. Fantastic.
We haven't scored a run in 20 innings.
Yep.
The Angels take this game 1-0 in extra innings. And a half hour to 45 minutes from now, the Late Night with Jason Custodio will be hosting a post-game show. Thank you for taking time to hang in this stream with me this evening. I appreciate the support, everyone hanging out. I want to show appreciation to Nathan, Jonathan, and CT for coming on to help with the stream.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
Appreciate the support. And before you leave, if you could hit the like button. If you're not, please subscribe and share this channel out. Heartbreaking loss. Again, that is our fourth loss in a row. Tomorrow evening, I will not be available for the play-by-play because I have a job to do as a election official. So the stream is going to be on NY Yankees Mania with Joe. So everyone tune in, and tomorrow morning on NY Yankees Mania, they have their breakfast or coffee, bagels and donuts or pancakes show starting at 9:30. It's an hour later than normal because they have Clint Hurdle as a special guest coming on, I think, at 10
Yeah, 10
for
a.m.
an interview. Hats off to NR Media and Nithin Ramachandra for arranging that interview. I think that everyone will appreciate it and enjoy it. So have a great night, and let's freaking go Yankees, and see you in the funny papers.
I don't even know what to say anymore. This is awesome.
I'll see you in the